There are 4 sides to every story. That is, when you're adding and subtracting fractions by finding the least common multiple of your denominator. Okay, first step is your equation. We've got 5/8 plus 4/12. We are going to find what our least common multiple is of our denominators. So let's go ahead and identify our denominators so we do not get confused. I've got an 8 and a 12. Okay, this is the layout I use anytime we talk about least common multiples. So I'm going to take that 8 and that 12, and I'm just going to write out a few different multiples for those numbers. So 8, 16, 24, 32. Okay, I might need to come back in and add some more multiples, but right now I'm just going to go ahead and move on. I like to do 4 or 5 and then stop. Okay, for 12, I've got 12, 24. Ah! You have to scream whenever you see a multiple that is the same as up top, because that is going to be your least common multiple. I'm going to go ahead and circle those bad boys. And that's going to help me solve part 3. On this part, you're going to go ahead and write your original fractions in the first part of each equation. So I've got 5/8 and 4/12. Well, I know my ending denominator is going to be 24. So at the end of these equations, I can go ahead and say 24 is going to be my denominator. Okay, from here, we've got to figure out all of these blank spaces. Well, I can't do anything with the top because I don't have enough information right now. So I'm just going to look at my denominators. I've got to figure out what I can multiply by 8 to equal 24. 8, 16, 24. So 8 times 3 is 24. Well, math is fair, so whatever I do to the denominator, I do to the numerator. And now I'm just going to multiply across. 5 times 3 is 15. Okay, same thing for your second equation. I've got to figure out what I can multiply 12 by to equal 24. 12, 24, oh, I can multiply by 2. Math is fair. Whatever I do to the denominator, I do to the numerator. So I'm going to also multiply the numerator by 2. 4 times 2 is 8. As a side note, I just want to mention that the reason that this is acceptable or legal in math is because 3/3 is actually equal to the number 1, and anything times 1 equals itself. I can multiply this bad boy by 24/24, and that's okay because it's equal to 1. I could multiply it by 1,000,000/1,000,000, and that's okay because that's equal to 1. So that is why this is perfectly acceptable in math. We're really not changing the value of our fraction, we're just changing how it looks. So now I'm going to take my new fractions and I'm going to place them in my fourth and final step. I've got 15 24ths plus 8 24ths. Since I have a common denominator, I know my denominator and my final answer is going to be 24. And then for my numerators, I'm just going to add them. 15 plus 8 is 23. Since there's only a difference of 1 between my numerator and denominator, it is fully reduced and I'm done. My answer is 23/24.